My name is Brother Sean, and by looking at my fancy dress, you'll be able to recognize that I'm not going to a party. In fact, I'm a lay monastic monk, embracing simplicity and an unusual way of living, following in the footsteps of a 12th century mystic, an eco-spiritual warrior. Who is this man? It is Francis of Assisi, of course. A man who lit a flame from his home in Assisi in Umbria. A man who changed the world and who enabled, empowered, inspired, and guided ordinary men and women in his lifetime who were disillusioned by the church of their day. And he brought to them a whole new concept of embracing the divine, God, the supreme, through the natural world, and introducing them to God's little helpers, the animal kingdom. I personally have so much to thank St. Francis of Assisi for giving me a second chance. Yes, I started off life as a Catholic nursing monk, but the God I was introduced to was a God of fear, a God who was projected by man, ego-driven, that instilled fear, real fear, and a sense of loathing, self-loathing and unworthiness. But hey, that changed in 2007, where I sensed an affinity with God in nature, in creation. And I loved the canticle of Brother Sun and Sister Moon. And of course, being an animal lover, I've benefited so much from having pets around me for the last 25, 28 years, because they bring so much unconditional love, don't they? Well, coming back to the theme of this short video, Eco Warriors for Peace. That is who we, the Teo community, are. And interestingly, I guess we're seen by many people as being strange, crazy, liberated. The church may see us as New Age, and the New Age movement will see us as gone with the wind. Who cares what people think? What really matters is what you think, what I think, and that we are comfortable in our own skin. But more importantly, that we can live a fulfilled life by honoring our heart, by embracing the supreme through the natural world. That for me is the core essence of embracing Franciscan spirituality that encompasses all faiths and none. But it also has its origins in Celtic spirituality. I would like to read to you, if I may, a beautiful Celtic benediction, and I share this with you, and I offer it and dedicate it for you in your search for a meaning and a purpose to your life. Deep peace, pure white of the moon to you, deep peace, pure green of the grass to you, deep peace, pure brown of the earth to you, deep peace, pure grey of the dew to you, deep peace, pure blue of the sky to you, deep peace of the running wave to you, deep peace of the flowing air to you, deep peace of the quiet earth to you, deep peace of the shining stars to you, deep peace of the Son of Peace to you. Doesn't that say it all? And that really is my rule of life, to respect the wonderful gifts that the Creator has given to me. And that's what's so fascinating about being a member of the Teo community of interspiritual Franciscans. We're ordinary men and women, many of whom have been broken, discouraged, disillusioned, found in a heap of sadness, loneliness, and despair, where we never felt we belonged, where many of us were rejected by mainstream society for daring to have different views, especially on God. But within our family, we have men and women from every faith and none who embrace Buddhism, Hinduism, Sikhism, Judaism, Baha'i, Christian, Jew, Muslim, pagan, Wiccan. Because Francis of Assisi was interfaith. He embraced one of the great sultans of his day, and he commanded respect from that sultan because Francis had no fear. But he was a great devotee of Rumi. He loved the poetry of Rumi. And I guess he had an eye for the whirling dervishes, because that tradition carries on today in many of the enclosed monastic communities of women. And to watch it, to see it, to be a part of it as they dance the Canticle of the Creatures is breathtaking. As a community of interspiritual Franciscans, our way of life is so different to that of the life I lived as a Catholic nursing monk, because there's freedom, because we embrace a simpler way of living from our own home. We don't have to say goodbye to family and friends and go off to some remote monastery and there endure real loneliness and have to cope with a community that may not like you or you may not like them. You live a simpler life. But for me, I've chosen, not through the rule, but through my own choice, to embrace a different kind of monastic life. I've chosen to be an enclosed contemplative. Yes, I go out for 1 hour every day through the woods with the dogs. But you know, I'm free. A lot of my friends think I'm mad. Maybe I am. But they see me as being absolutely gone with the wind for locking myself away. But I say to them, I've not locked myself away. I'm freer now than I've ever been. And they look at me and they say, but how? You don't go anywhere anymore. You don't go on holidays. You don't go to the pictures. You don't go out for a meal or the pub. I said, I've locked the world out and its drama. I've locked out all of the nonsense, the craziness, the self-seeking and self-loathing. It's all at the gate. And beyond the gate, there is peace. And there's a different set of values. For once in my life, I can love myself and look in the mirror and see a child of God. A child that isn't rejected, but a child that's loved. And being a member of this online community, yes, we have community gatherings, but they're on the internet, online, when we join each other, if we can, 4 times a day from different parts of the world, for morning and evening prayer, for our peace vigil, and we have a midnight soiree where we come before the cosmic Christ and we receive healing of mind, body and spirit. You can be a member if you wish, if you're willing to honor your heart and surrender it to love. Yes, you too can be a follower of a great eco-spiritual warrior who left the most incredible energetic footprints of peace, and who didn't discard any child of God because they happen to have a different color, creed or lifestyle. If you wish to explore more, click on the links in the description section of this video. But I'd like to conclude now with the prayer of St. Francis. Lord, make me a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. That where there is wrong, I may bring your spirit of forgiveness and love. That where there is discord, I may bring harmony. That where there is error, I may bring truth. That where there is doubt, I may bring faith. That where there is despair, I may bring hope. That where there are shadows, I may bring light. That where there is sadness, I may bring joy. Lord, grant that I may seek rather to comfort than be comforted, to understand than to be understood, to love than to be loved. For it is in giving that one receives. It is by self-forgetting that one finds. And it is by forgiving that one is forgiven. It is by dying that one awakens to eternal life. The animals of the earth are among God's very special creatures. They help us work, carry us, guard our homes at night, and best of all, they bring us joy and they bring us laughter. Namaste. Peace.